Morning with Max. Hey folks, good morning. Hello Brand, Wolf Power on YouTube. Hope you're having a good train ride, Yazaro. And hello Lottoing. How's it going, Max? Oh, it's going pretty well, Wolf Power. How are you? Got my coffee here. So I'm all set. How are you doing? Hello Hazim Halim on YouTube chat. Oh, good morning, Shunt. 88. Good morning. If you folks don't know me, I'm Max Porter. I'm the writer, editor, lore keeper, board game designer, stream runner, and various other things here at City State Entertainment, where we are working on Camelot Unchained, the MMORPG. Good morning, Thaddeus. Brand is drinking a gingerbread latte. Is it delicious? Or is it kind of weird because it's like food, tastes like food, but it's a drink? Lottoing, I'll get to join the weekly wrap-up live this week, and I've already got the end-of-stream question written up. Awesome. Denarian, good morning. We have had a bunch of awesome streams in the past week. They are mostly all linked in the schedule, except for the last few, because I didn't get to it on Friday, but I will probably go and link them right after this, or after stand-ups after this. In any case, here's the link to the schedule. As it is now, we'll probably update that today or tomorrow. Let's see. Back on Friday, we had Morning with Max. We had the end-of-week wrap-up and Q&A. It was a especially fun and crazy one. We had Tyler and Tim, and then Andrew, who was in Seattle. He's here now, but he was in Seattle. At the Seattle office. He was joining us via laptop, so we had Android Andrew. Back on Thursday, we had an office stream. In the morning, we had Arthurian Ship Materials stream with Dion in the afternoon. Back on Wednesday, I did a lunchtime throwdown, played a bit of that board game I've been working on with Rob and Dave on our lunch break. That was followed up by painting all the things with Michelle on Wednesday. Some concept art painting for your viewing pleasure. And we finished that day of streaming with Gauntlet of Death. And my guest or victim was Tyler, I think. Back on Tuesday, we had an office stream in the morning. And in the afternoon, we had NPC clothing materials with John. Continuing work on the clothing that's originally for NPCs. Some of it may get reused for player character clothing. And I did story time with Max. I should schedule another story time this week. But I was reading. I got through the first half of the conclusion of the Silverhands Becoming story. Back on Monday, we had Morning with Max and an afternoon office stream, which is also on the schedule for today. I'll ask around during stand-ups, and if anyone decides to volunteer, they want to stream some of their work this afternoon, I will announce it in the Discord channel. Wolf Power on the YouTube chat. Checking in, did I miss an alpha? Is beta soon? I need a major update. Well, we are in the tail end of alpha, working toward the first phase of beta, called Beta 1, as hard as we can. To get all the latest news, I will direct you towards some links. So there's the link to the latest news. There's also the monthly newsletter, monthly format. It has all kinds of articles and stuff that we're working on and where we're at. A good thing to check for a more fine-grained view is the user stories, which are in that link. And let's see. We've been periodically releasing sections of this Beta 1 document, which talks about how the beginning of Beta 1 will be. Ludwig, I'm drinking the sweet tears of the people in my football pool this morning. Zwandaliu, is that video on track for today? Did Tyler manage to record it? I think they recorded some footage, but they didn't manage to, get it all cut together because we've got lots of important things to do, especially Tyler. Atticus, yeah, somebody asked the beta question, right? Oh, you're very welcome, Wolf Power. Hopefully those links help. And Atticus, of course, if somebody hasn't been around for a while or is new to the project, I have no problem with them asking the beta question, as you put it. It's only the people who know the answer or have asked it many times before that it starts to get a bit tiresome.
When he's got the shield, what's he doing with his left hand on the shield? What's he doing with it? What ability is he doing now? I have no idea what it's going to be. It's probably because I haven't switched melee stuff to work with it.
This coffee is not the amazing Death Wish coffee that Atticus sent us.
But Excellent Slash works, yay!
Yeah. So what I'm going to go through and do, as soon as I can get, like,
Wilfud, that is a very strange hat. How does it stay on? Is it that strange?
I'm going to push all these changes. I'm going to start working on...
It stays on because it's pretty much the same shape as my head.
So all the projectiles on casting, on travel...
Unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to get a new one of these pretty soon. I've had this for like a decade or longer. It's wearing out at last. No, we are not all out of Death Wish, Atticus. It's just, that's not what was made in the coffee pot this morning.
Try to fix those. You understand it? Now it's finding it better? Yes.
Tazdingo, you can make a command for the beta question. Well, we have some words that George gave me a long time ago.
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Old school beta.
So is there anything that you run into where it's like, hey, could you set it up like this? And then I can
Yeah, probably true, Mitch Ryder.
Like the archery, the trail on the arrow and the payload thing, some of those things might be messed up. I think I forgot to put like specific tags like on the missionary trail so that fire just
Lotoween, are you at the end of Alpha working hard to get in the first phase of Beta called Beta 1 yet? Lotoween has seen me answer that question several times. Maybe a handful. Lockwood, what is everyone working today?
It's just so upright.
Well, I'm probably going to find out after this by going to the stand-ups meeting. Or standing up and going over to that screen over there where CSE West will join the stand-ups meeting from the West Coast.
Maybe not quite that much, but somewhere to look a little more intense, like now I'm doing this rather than you dance around with a straight back.
I'm not logged in. Can't I?
I'm dancing around you and I'm going to stab you so well.
Gotta sign into the YouTube chat real quick.
Especially when he's backing up. Like, I think he should definitely be more like this when he's doing back up. I don't know how we achieved that with the blending, but more like a more fast, more choppy footsteps when you're running backwards. When you're doing combat, I think would look a lot better. Because he
Finally.
runs a full stride backward now. Weird. This is still crazy. And doing an Irish chick there. It honestly looks like it looks like all the foot crossing thing you would see when a guy is doing the Irish dancing.
Yeah. But like it's even still not like.
Yeah. It gets out of whack.
There. Sheesh. Ogerlin. What was that question?
Animations are really solid. Our games are so much better.
Or how many are at CSG or CSE? Like City State Games and YouTube and City State Entertainment. Elsewhere,
All that background stuff.
how many are there?
Pretty as we like if they care.
Well, you've got to remember that there's like 20, a little over 20 here, and there's like 6 or 7, like 6 in Seattle or near Seattle, and then there's a couple others who work remotely. So we're almost up to 30, Ogerlin, all told.
Yeah, I could probably
Agony, is that Crossfire dancing the TV's reflection?
Yes. Movies, whatever. Just
Yeah, just
person.
Talking to
Like look at this guy.
Ben about VFX, probably.
yeah. Well, being able to dissect why it looks good is the key part. Just saying this looks good and then saying it's because this little thing.
Jason Steffler. I really want my first job in concept art to be with you guys. My portfolio is almost ready, so I was wondering if you might be hiring artists soon. Jason, I'll give you the link to our jobs listings. I don't think we're actively hiring artists, but
Yeah.
Guy walking.
it can't hurt to send it in, right?
Hey, see this? I like this. This is good. Can you make our? Why does this look good? And animators go, oh, it's because the reading and the something animator words that I don't even know.
Yeah. Like on Discord chat, Tyler put a GIF of the deflect, and it looked fine.
So, I don't think we're actively hiring
all that.
concept artists right now, but hey,
Like this. It looks like dark very blue. You know, like this. When I think it could be better for a little bit. This. Okay, yes, I did take damage.
might as well send it into Anna.
I just did a little more.
Brand, we host CSE. Oh,
Tense. You know, like I'm in combat mode rather than just la la.
thanks.
Combat guy.
Wilfut, our realm-specific / race-specific emotes going to be available. I don't need 30 different dances, but a few race-specific salutes / taunts would be neat. I don't know for sure, Wilfut. I'm sure that those are some things that they'd love to do. You know, it's a question of what's critical for for beta right now.
That's
Will we do it eventually?
playtest.
I'm sure. I mean, I can't make any promises, but I know they'd have some fun with that. Barring any awesome news.
Well, I think it's just 'cause it's
Lockwood, what is your personal milestone with the game till the end of the year? What do you hope to reach? Ooh, Lockwood OW with the, or 0W, not sure, with the insightful questions.
Bracing motion, where it's just like the impact's coming in. I blocked it,
Gosh,
and I just kind of casually put my arm on it. But yeah, I mean, maybe the speed is. So. Anyway, if I can find some better locomotion examples.
I'd like to get to a place where I feel that the lore is ready for beta. Which it kind of is now, but not quite where I'd want it to be. And then
The way he is right there is pretty good.
I guess with the board game, I'd like to get to the point where I feel that it's, and it pretty much is now, but ready to, you know, be taken around and shown outside the office, etc. But good question, Lockwood. My personal milestone. Strike. Max, will there be an intent to provide players with a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking different heroes? Unlocking different heroes? I don't know what you mean by that. This isn't a MOBA. But in terms of, you know, realm pride and server pride, those are things that Mark and Ben talk about quite a bit. Naywind, for race-specific stuff, will there be prefabs of basic housing / keeps that are realm-specific with the option of player-made, or is every building going to be player-made? I think it'll be mostly player-made, and then some prefabs. I don't quite know how it's going to work, Naywind. To be perfectly honest, I think it hasn't completely been decided yet. And there may be some that are, you know, we're going to have a Builder's Brigade, which you can read about a bit in the Beta 1 doc. Say hi to Tim.
That's kind of the way I was going originally, but
So we're going to use a lot of different methods to kind of
where it's like super
make it work.
everything is not
Ladwin, I can just see it. Ketchi licking themselves. Tuaha's locking air horns.
anyway, so I did some
Ladwin, wow, stumped the writer for a minute. I don't know if I was stumped, but I had to think about it for sure. Wolfut, some of the backers' tiers. That was a really thoughtful question. Or just one that I didn't have a prepared answer for. Wolfut, some of the backers' tiers give bronze, such as called platinum forum badges. Haven't seen those being available yet. Are those shelved until release when a new forum for all players is out? I don't know. I don't actually know what the plan is for the forum badges. We'll get to them. I don't know. It might just be that we have other things we have to do. But I don't know. I don't know what the story is with the forum badges. Sorry. Mauricio Spinardi. Hello, buddy. Cheers from Brazil. Cheers, Mauricio. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I'm not over-noodling things right now. See, a guy does something.
What do you mean, Ogerlin? Not EA either? Max hasn't heard the news? I don't know, I just got into work. did a few things and then turned on the stream with you guys. Mauricio. The game will be open for Christmas. Well, we are currently in the tail end of alpha, working towards the first phase of beta, called Beta 1, as hard as we can. I don't know what or if anything will happen around that time. Oh, you think it was a joke about EA? Well, I guess I didn't get it, sorry. I'll have to go read the gaming news after this. Well, I know I'm going to go to stand-ups, but... Thanks for cluing me in, Ogrelin. I wasn't really paying attention to the news this weekend. I was... rewatching Season 1 and Season 2, both for the second time, of Stranger Things. That kind of thing. Lockwood, OW. Maybe my last question is a nice thing for the next newsletter, where some of the team tell what they think over the personal milestone. Well, the next newsletter will be coming at the end of November. The one after that, the year-end one, well, we usually have... hopefully I can get Dave to do his usual end-of-year piece where he writes a sort of fantasy letter from a knight to his lord of the Knights of the Order of the World Weavers, aka programming team. But that would be a good thing, Lockwood. I just don't know that it will happen. Well, with everybody, probably. Brand, any board game aspirations for this week? Maybe, we'll see. I will have to see how I get along with the lore story for this month's newsletter, because I finished the Silverhands, and I need to make sure that I have something new for you folks at the end of the month. So right around the middle of the month is when I kind of the board game takes a backseat to my other work. This is an old top 10-ish list. Strike, do you have your Christmas gifts ready? And do you guys do some sort of gift exchange at work? No and no. That's not entirely true. I have some things for my wife ready. Fubu, I just barely made it to the end of Morning with Max to say hello. Hello, folks. Hello, Fubu. Thank you for joining me. Brand, have you announced what the next lore story is about? I have announced that it is likely to be Storm Riders. They have a thing that is up on the website, but it is not really properly a becoming story. Exactly. And I would like to write them a proper becoming story. It might need to be a two-parter, but we'll see. Piranha69, my apologies, mate. Do we have a release date? We do not. We're not giving out a date right now, because we're not going to give out a date until we are sure we can make it. We are currently in the tail end of Alpha, working toward the first phase of Beta, called Beta 1. And if you want, news or kind of a look at what's going to be in Beta 1 and all that kind of stuff, I can drop some links on you. Strike, that was close. You barely avoided that, considering your wife may watch that. Yes, well. You see, our anniversary is right around then, too. And my birthday's on Christmas. So, a bit of preparation is required. Okay. Piranha, thank you, lad. I'm good. I'm being followed for some time. If you're being followed, you should call the police. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Cool, Piranha, yeah. I guess if you've been following us for some time, then you already know. Thandicus, man, it sucks. Like zero presents with all three wrapped into one. Yeah, pretty much. In any case, it is about time to start wrapping up this morning with Max. I know, I don't want to stop talking to you folks either, but do have to do some actual development work on the game, right? So, we're going to be heading over to stand-ups pretty soon here, which is we're all going to gather around that CSE West video call over there and coordinate about the week and today and what happened last week and all that stuff. And then we will I will ask around during stand-ups if anyone wants to jump in for the stream this afternoon. And if they do, I will say something in general chat on Discord. In any case, I will see you later. Thank you so much for joining me, folks. It was another fun morning with Max, and I had a great time. I hope you did too. All right. See you later. Bye-bye. And, yeah, we'll probably chat again this afternoon. Okay. Bye-bye. See you later. Morning with Max.